Sparkles! Good afternoon. My name is Linnea Benthing, also known as Mimi, also known as Miss Bobfish. I don't know why you need to know that. I just think you do. So I haven't been posting a lot of videos on YouTube, and that's because most of the time I focus mostly on TikTok. And I have a lot of fun doing videos on there, as you probably can tell from some of the stuff I post from TikTok onto YouTube. But I want to do some more serious videos today. Some of them not so serious, but just want to focus on autism, Asperger's syndrome, and some other stuff. And these videos, I'll probably say it more than once in multiple videos, but these are my opinions. These aren't always stated facts. These are just opinions that I have, and things I've noticed for me that work better for me and help me out. So I don't know if it works for you guys, but it might, who knows. So today I want to talk about what I've kind of learned about sensory versus stimming. And, doing sensory stuff, and it's basically the same thing as doing sensory stuff. Like, sensory and stimming stuff are basically the same thing in some areas. But I kind of have, in my head, two different categories. With stimming, it's like movement. For me, personally, like stimulation, is more movement-based, more about what can help me and help me with movement, basically. That's kind of what it means to me, so like dance, ASL, drawing, coloring, what else, swimming, exercises of any kind. For me, that can be very stimming, and stimming is good because it helps us refocus. It helps us calm down. It helps me calm down for sure. And parts of my body get really intense when I get stressed out, and it can be really hard. Just a trip to the store can be over stimulus, and to stim yourself, put your own stimulus in it, it helps a lot. Self stimulus can be really important if you're in an environment that's already got so much going on. So what I'm trying to say is, say you're going shopping and there's lots of noise and there's a lot of people and there's so much going on. Well, sometimes you need to put out your own stimulus, and you need to have your own something you can control. And for me, it tends to be dance or sign language. So I'll put my music on, and it kind of turns off the rest of the noise, and I just move, and it helps me a lot. Now, sensory, this is like the five senses. Sensory stuff for me is like stuff I can bite on or chew on. I don't really need that as much. I don't need I eat a lot of food, and that could be a sensory thing, but I think for me it's more like a boredom thing. Food for me, that's why I have weight problems. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to say I do. But I feel like for me, sensory is more like I have a hedgehog, which you guys saw before. I did a haul of things I bought at a what was the store called? Well, you guys know. You've seen the video. It's a not overhaul store. What was it called? Overstock store? Something like that. Anyways, and I bought it there. And basically, it has so many different things I can do with it that are sensory things, like touching and looking at and feeling. And for me, it's more touch. Sensory things are good for touch, and it helps me out so much, that you wouldn't think. One second, I'll show you. Okay. Come here. you wouldn't think that this hedgehog toy would have so many benefits. I mean, there's like 3-4 things that this hedgehog toy has that you wouldn't think about. Like the face, the body right here is very soft, and then the fur is a different sense, like it's a different texture, so that helps. And then being able to move this around, believe it or not, helps. And the eyes are another texture. I mean, there's so much going on here to touch and just hold on to. It helps so much, especially when you're stressed out. That's why I take it on trips and stuff, when I go on long trips on airplanes. That's why I take my stuffed animals with me, because each stuffed animal has a different sensory, and has different things I can touch and like play with and use. I especially love the fur because I can brush it back and I can like hug on it and stuff. And that's why there's fidget toys, because fidget toys have different, they help with stimming and sensory as well, and they're just a good source for that for some people. Sadly, not for me. Fidget toys will distract me too much. I mean, it's okay to be distracted a little bit for me because it helps, but when there's a distraction that's too much of a distraction, then we're just overboard. And I really don't want that. I don't want to have my senses, like, I don't want to be focused on one thing when I should be focused on another thing. I mean, that's why drawing works and coloring works so well for me, because it doesn't take over. Whereas watching YouTube videos and watching TV and stuff can take over, and it can be really hard to focus because I'm watching something else. But yeah, it's just based on who you are and as a person, and I hope this helps for other people. I mean, it's not, like I said, these are my opinions, these are things that work for me, so I don't know if they'll work for you. But as somebody who has Aspergers syndrome and ADHD and has and is 24 years old and an adult, I feel like I've figured this all out a little bit more on my own than anything. But everybody has different things they're going through and different ways to cope, and not everybody's gonna know what's up, you know. So I guess that's it for this video. If you enjoy it, that's awesome. If not, that's okay. You don't have to like every single one of my videos, but I still hope you guys have a sparkling, fantastic rest of your guys' afternoon, that your evening is worth calming down, breathing, and taking a step back and just reflecting on today, that you get some good sleep tonight, wake up rejuvenated and refreshed and ready for the morning and the rest of your guys' day. And I hope to see you guys later. I love you guys so much, and sparkle on, my beautiful sparkles. Laters.